Hey guys, there's a part of me, a big part of me that really doesn't want to do this because I feel like pretty much nobody gives a shit and it's just gonna push people away. But I feel like I'm getting a prompt to share, so I'm just gonna start talking and we'll see if I end up posting this or not. Spiritual war. A lot of people out there talk about, we're under spiritual warfare and it's evil versus good, or the Matrix versus us, or angels versus demons, or galactics versus humans, and none of that's true. Sure, we can play with the illusion like that, absolutely, but that's not what the spiritual war is. The spiritual war is I'm a prime example of what the spiritual war is. It's why I'm crying right now. It's again, technically, struggle is illusion, but it's struggling with illusion, ego, shadow, false evidence appearing real, while knowing. So, struggling with clinging onto that, and struggling to cling on to and anchor onto, work on, accept, be, allow truth, God, what our true self, what's truly here. So, again, I'm going to use myself as an example. And I'm doing this. First of all, I know these are reminders for myself, but then after that, I'm only doing this in hopes that it's going to help someone help themselves. Because this is very vulnerable for me to be sharing stuff like this. But again, our true state of being is love, peace, happiness, joy, all of that without opposition. With where I'm technically playing pretend at, I feel completely opposite of that. So I'm using myself as an example for this, and that's just it. I technically, so I have the knowing. I know for a fact that it is truth. Things like everything is God, which is what is God. The best way that I've been given to explain it is because it's even beyond this in ways that the ego can't understand, but it's essentially one aware energy of pure, unconditional, unrestricted, non judgmental, open, shared, equal love within compassionate neutrality. That's all that is. It's what is. It's the isness of everything. There's nothing else other than that. So I know for a fact that everything is God, which is that love that I just explained. That I know for a fact that it's truth, that duality does not exist. There's my resistance kicking into that. Darkness doesn't exist. Evil is just a metaphor. Same with demons. They're just metaphors of our own made up illusion tools of ego, shadow, illusion, false evidence, and appearing real, which none of that's wrong or bad. It just helps us play pretend with the illusion of suffering and pain and separation and attack, which gives the illusion of not feeling good. I have the knowing that this is a dream I'm making up. I'm home now, imagining this inside myself, and all is energy I'm one with, playing as I allow, reflecting metaphors of what I'm choosing to cling to within inside myself, either ego, illusion, shadow, false evidence appearing real, or where I'm allowing truth, God, our true self, love, whatever you want to label it. I know when I'm not feeling good, it's because I'm believing a lie from ego and its opportunity, a lie that I'm making up from my illusion tool of ego, and its opportunity to go within and do that mental cleanup in order to let that go and allow what's real to take over. I know, the external only has power and meaning that I choose to give it. Everything comes from thought, feeling, intention, all of that. I know these things. I know these things are fact and truth. I know it. I don't understand exactly how it all works, but I know that these are the big base truths of what all of this is and how this all operates. With that being said, And again, this is what the spiritual war is. Even though I have these knowings, I am still, again, it's technically illusion to struggle. At the same time, I am in the illusion. I am struggling so hard to anchor onto this stuff, do my work, and allow it. Because ever since I hit my awakening, so first of all, before my awakening, my life has not been the easiest. I know in certain ways I am quote unquote lucky compared to other people. But in my own right, in my illusion, because technically it's an illusioned past, I've had it rough. I have struggled to fit in anywhere. I've struggled to be seen. I've struggled with everything. I feel like I'm this glitch and I don't function properly, and I can feel inside myself I've got these things that I want to say and express, and they come out wrong, and I don't intend for them to come out the way they sound, and people get mad at me, and I do things without realizing that people are annoyed by them, and it's not excuses, it's just I just function differently, and then I come into awareness of things, and then I try and fix myself and better myself, and I feel like I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't, and I can't seem to fit in, and I feel like a fucking walking glitch. I've struggled my whole life with feeling like I function differently and am different and I don't fit in anywhere because I just don't. And when I hit my awakening, I thought I finally found the community and the space that I was going to be accepted and welcomed into. And that blew up hard in my face. What could have turned into something really beautiful turned into a huge mess. And that was the beginning of my life blowing apart. And my life has blown up over and over and over and over again since then. I've lost so much. The home I was living in, family, friends, material things, my dog transitioned. And now I'm in a space where I'm alone all the time. I've got one friend left in person that I get to see sometimes, and I'm beyond grateful for that. Other than that, I get my parents, I see my parents here and there, and I'm grateful for where I get to see them and where they're choosing to help me out. But other than that, I'm alone. I know that there's certain people in my illusion past that I've let go of and ghosted, not because they've done anything wrong, but me and my shit and how I function. But then there are those that I've had to let go because of we weren't meant to be in each other's lives. The illusion of toxicity and all this stuff just was too much, and we had to let each other go. And then there's also those that I've had to myself, not on a mutual way, but myself have had to let go because of similar reasons too. And but with that, at the same time, like I said, my life's just blown up over and over and over again, and now I'm in a space where I'm living in a place that I'm very grateful I have a roof over my head and I don't need to share it with anybody. With that, I'm really struggling with the illusion that I hate where I'm living. It's like I'm under psychological torture here with the constant noise and living basically underground in a box. Having nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one to see, just here by myself in this box underground 24/7. Having almost no one to talk to. It's like pulling teeth trying to get people to have conversations with me. And this is it again though, spiritual war. I know all of this stuff is technically happening for a reason. My foot just got tickled. I know these are lessons. I know it's opportunity mental cleanup, and I'm working on it as best I can. At the same time, I am, and again, spiritual war, I'm struggling to change my perception on this because I know it's ego I'm running off of technically. But with that being said, I am in this belief that this is it. I can't do this anymore. This is leading me to transition out. either from some sort of natural cause or because I transitioned myself. I'm not anymore seeing anything else that's here for me. I upload videos and I lose subscribers. I post things on Facebook and it's ignored. I share truth with people who ask me to help them out, and then they do the opposite of what I tell them. I don't have people to talk to. I try and reach out to people, and like I said, it's like pulling teeth, or they don't respond at all, or I get people make me promises and they go back on them. And then I struggle to channel for myself. I am trying to use all of this isolation to work on focusing my mind and being still and all of this stuff. But again, I am struggling so hard with that too. When I'm in a good head and heart space, there are things that have come online that I'm really grateful for and that are really cool. And there's stuff that I want to share about that in another video. But I am often in this space. And I am in the belief that no one gives a shit for the most part. No one gives a shit about what I have to say, what happens to me if I disappear. It would be a week before anybody noticed, because it would probably take my parents a week before they decided to try and break my door down to see if I'm okay. And online, I don't think anybody would notice. No one would notice. I'm alone. And no one cares. All I ever wanted was to be a good person, to help the world, to love and be loved. That's all I've wanted. That's what I've said my whole life. I just want to be a good person. I want to help the world. I want to love, and I want to be loved. And now I'm alone. It's a joke of it though, right? We're never alone. All is here now, always. It doesn't look and feel like it. I mean, I physically feel spirit and whatnot touching me a lot, which I'm beyond grateful for. But it's still different than what we're used to as a normal. So it doesn't like look and feel real, and you can still go into I'm just fucking crazy. You know? So this here is what the spiritual war is. I am a walking, talking, living example of the spiritual war. It's not I've had people tell me, oh, it's because I've got these demons and negative contracts that are like working against me and all that, but that's ego lie bullshit. It's this right here where I technically know the truth of all of this, but then the illusion looks and feels so real and big and strong, and like there's no way out except to transition myself. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't see the point. I mean, and again, spiritual war, the point is to remember that I and all is God and being allowed as such. But then I'm going, what's the point of my being here? Because I'm pointless and useless. It's so stupid, it's completely contradictory. But again, this is what the spiritual war is. It's not evil versus good. It's truth versus untruth. And the untruth doesn't even exist. It just looks and feels like it does. And that's even an illusion that doesn't even exist. I don't know if I'm even gonna upload this. I'm afraid to, because I'm afraid of people judging me. It's ridiculous. I'm afraid of sharing my own story because I'm afraid of who's going to judge me and who's going to be mad at me and how I'm going to be punished for this. Anyway, I'm sorry. I hope this helps somebody help themselves in some way. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. If you listen to all of this, I appreciate it. And as always, have a wonderful now.